Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the BTCC support race series on Project Cars 2. This is round 1, race 4 from Brandhatch Indy in the Ginetta GT4 Super Cup cars, and let's take you through the grid then. So it is Johnny McMullen who gets pole position. So well done to Johnny McMullen, he's on pole position. Then it is Bidzster alongside him. So that's going to be a good front row there. Then we've got Neil Farmack third, Keith fourth. So the two teammates there on the second row. Third row we've got Bradders and Video. And then fourth row NRP and Johnny Adam. Row 5 is Blakeney and Gummy Bear. And then row 6, Stevie and George and Will on his own at the back of the grid. So let's get on with the race then. Here we go, revs rise. And we're off. And it's a good start from Bradders from the third row. Good start from Bradders there. Straight through to almost third position. Bidzster's in the lead from Johnny. Then further back we've got Keith and Neil close together. NRP round the outside. Loads of groups in the middle. NRP right round the outside of Keith there. Video sneaking his nose in there where it's not wanted. And then we've got really close at the back Johnny Adam and Stevie. Contact side by side. Blam! Have that. And then Johnny Adam getting passed by Stevie, and really close further back down the field. We're just going to look at this, so we've got more contact. I think Will and Johnny Adam just trying to sneak into a gap. And then we've got George at the back with Gummy Bear, side by side for Will and Johnny Adam gets squeezed out, and now he gets a little tap from the car behind. Really close first lap, but Bidzster leads the first lap over the line. First of 19 laps here. Then further back we've got a few cars side by side, we've got 3 wide. Further back here, Stevie, Blakeney and Video all together into turn 1. Blakeney exit stage left, bang into the wall off at Paddock Bend. Video goes through past Keith. Stevie's gone further back. He's alongside Will, who's sticking his nose up the inside of Keith as well, trying to get through. Keith getting well and truly bullied out the way here. Video down the hill with Stevie on the outside then. Stevie on the outside, Will around the outside of Keith. Oh, slices in front of him, no holds barred here in this last Ginetta race of the day. Really close stuff as Will has a little look at Stevie into McLaren and then into Clearways, up the inside into Clearways. Almost contact and Stevie just gets through. Video's on the outside in the purple car. What a battle this is. Straight up the inside is Will again. Incredible first few laps here. Down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Will on the inside of Video. Through he goes. What a first lap that's been. Keith's got well and truly moved backwards. He's got George on the outside of him now. George on the outside in the yellow car. Keith on the green one in the inside, trying to keep round the corner. Oh, Video's off, and Keith and George take each other off as well. Oh no, contact everywhere. Video's got back going, but George and Keith have got to sort out what they're doing there. But we'll get a replay on that action for you now. Just before we look at those incidents, just cash you back to lap 2, first corner. So let's see what happened to Blake. So he brakes, loses the back end, then he doesn't want to hit anyone, so moves left, takes himself through the middle and sensibly goes onto the gravel. So good avoidance there by Blake, and then spins again, unfortunately, and then reset. Okay, here's a replay of Video, Keith and George incident. So watch your head for Video, he'll lose control to the left, just has a snap, then George just gets on the power too early, I think, and then just goes into Keith, but we'll get another angle on that from Keith's car. Okay, here's that angle from Keith then, so into Druids, in we go, and then just Keith runs a little bit wide, and George just slides as he gets on the power, and it's just a racing incident, and look, we roll back off the track, let the other cars go through, and then we safely rejoin. And as you come back from that, Johnny McMullen takes the lead from Bidzster, so we've had a lead swap here. Bidzster's fighting back in second place round the outside. He's not going to try and go around the outside, surely not, but drifts wide. So we'll just get a replay now. Johnny McMullen took the lead. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Bidzster then. For Johnny to take the lead, into the corner we go. Bidzster then just gets on the power too early, just crosses himself up and loses momentum. Johnny's in there like a shot and then goes straight up the inside into Graham Hill Bend. Good move by Johnny, and one little mistake is all that Bidzster needed to go back to second. And as we come back from that then, Bidzster will be livid after that little mistake. Down the hill he goes. That's where he made the mistake last time, and he's very sideways this time as well. So Bidzster then, with a little mistake, puts him back down the field. We've got Bradders and NRP battling for second place. NRP looking at the inside, just trying to stick his nose in there, but Bradders chops it off. No, you don't. Neil and Stevie then having a nice battle here. Really good racing in this Project Cars series. Really good start to the season, this. And we've got Gummy Bear spinning around in the background, so not a good start for Gummy Bear. And also we've got Keith spinning off again in the background. That was no contact that time, but we'll get a replay of what happened to Gummy Bear. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Gummy Bear then on board with Blake. So we go out the corner here, watch Gummy Bear's car, just gets on the power and it snaps the other way and straight off into the wall. Back to the battle for third place as we come back from that then. Bradders and NRP very close. NRP goes up the inside into Paddock Hill Bend, tries to put Bradders off, can't quite do it. Stevie then is trying to pass Neil Farmack further back. Oh, there's contact. Neil Farmack's gone round and Will gets hit. So they've both gone off. Neil's backwards on Paddock Hill Bend again as Video narrowly avoids Will as he gets back going again. But Neil Farmack, out of 2 races, backwards at turn 1 both times as well. Then he ends up spinning himself round again because he ends up going through the gravel trap so much, and then he spins it round and then eventually gets back going. But Neil Farmack loses a lot of places there and another replay is needed. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Neil. So into Paddock Hill Bend, there's no contact. Neil just loses the back end on his own, and Will, unfortunately wrong place, wrong time, hits him, then both backwards down the hill, and then obviously Video just slow, almost hits Will, but just about avoids him. And after we come back from that replay, and my editing's really getting its work up for the day as Johnny McMullen comes out of Paddock Hill Bend in the lead of the race. Bidzster still not letting him go. 48.1 for Johnny, 48.3 for Bidzster. So very close lap time still. So anything can happen then it's still in this race. Bradders in an RP side by side again through Druids. Bradders still defending the inside line, really doing a good job of defending in this race as Stevie sends one of the advertising boards flying. Clearly does not like the advertisement on the circuit. He wants to adjust it all as NRP goes to the inside. Bradders again just keeping to the middle of the road, just not allowing any opportunity to go through into clear ways. NRP looks up the inside. Bradders again has it covered. Bradders doing a very good job here, holding off the new guy, really showing that he's got the pace. Good on Bradders, likes the GT cars. Always kind of suited his style. We've got Video in 6th place, Will 7th, Blakeney in 8th with Gummy Bear not too far behind, and then the rest of the field joined up like that. But Bradders and NRP still close. Down out of Druids into the corner. Round the hairpin, NRP runs a bit wide there. Bradders will have a little bit of a breather at that corner. Just a little bit. As Video and Will close up. Will closes right up to the back of Video. Trying to work his way up from the back of the grid. Remember, Will, who started from the back of the grid in this race, and he's not done bad so far. He's up to 7th place out of 13, so not too bad. Not a bad start. Meanwhile, Johnny McMullen and Bidzster have already lapped Keith at the back, and obviously Johnny Adam as well is at the back. I think he's still tootling around at the back of the grid somewhere. There he is, going through turn 1. Johnny McMullen then, 48.2, Bidzster 48.1, so very, very close lap times like I predicted. I think it's going to be a close race, this one. Looking at the lap times alone, as NRP then still challenging Bradders, but Stevie's joining in on the fun now, so Stevie's joining in, trying to close up to the pack in front. All these part of different teams. NRP runs a bit wide. Stevie there was very wide out the corner, trying to use all the track and a bit more there. And later on in the day now, it's 1600, so it's a bit later on in the day, 4 in the afternoon. Sun a little bit lower, but still the track temperature up. Nice grip and nice weather for racing here at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit as we go across the line. Meanwhile, Bidzster's right behind Johnny still. 47.6 for Bidzster last time round, really pushing now. Found his feet finally, but now he's got to get past Johnny McMullen on one of the hardest tracks to pass on the whole season. So Johnny McMullen then in control of this race. Bidzster then behind after that mistake on lap 3. He's gone backwards ever since. So not really the best start for Bidzster, but let's see if he can end on a high as he goes right up behind Johnny McMullen out the corner. Trying a different line there. He's got the draft down towards turn 1, but he'll not be close enough. Meanwhile, NRP's gone back behind Stevie now. Stevie makes his way up to 4th place. We missed that pass. We'll get a replay on that move for you now. Okay, here's how Stevie got past NRP then on lap 9 of this race into the first corner. NRP goes wide onto the gravel and Stevie gets an open door and a free place. Out of the corner then, Stevie. Oh, that's right, it's another car. It's a car being lapped. I think it's Keith being lapped as Stevie closes right up to the back of Brad here. Right up to the back of Brad as we go. And we can't quite get through yet. To Druids. Oh, a little move up the inside. Stevie goes up the inside, plants it up on the curb. Johnny Adams spins himself back round and then contact out the corner. Brothers and Stevie make contact with each other at the corner. It was inevitable going to happen with it being that close, and Stevie keeps going in fourth. Brad is in fifth. Rejoins, resets the car. Will and video just avoid him, but we'll get a replay on what happened there for you now. Okay, here's a replay on both within our feet. Look what happened between Brothers and Stevie. So watch ahead. Stevie goes up the inside of Brothers. A very late dive. Brothers just about sees him at the last minute, but then goes wide himself as they make contact, and then comes back on and hits Stevie off. But you've got to admit, Brothers was on full lock and he was pushed a bit wide. So I don't send blame Brothers as well on that one. And after yet another replay in this montage of replays, there's more replays from actually races in this. It's amazing. But back to the leaders, Johnny McMullen and Bidzster. Bidzster right on Johnny McMullen now. The battle begins here for the supremacy of Brands Hatch in the Ginetta GT4 car. Down the hill, Johnny McMullen ahead. Bidzster in the orange car, orange and blue car. Johnny McMullen in the silver and black car. Bidzster right behind him, almost pushing him along in this race. Through McLaren into clearways. Bidzster takes a different line into here. He's going to go a bit more to the inside, try and get on the power a bit earlier, but that's not really worked for him. And Johnny McMullen keeps ahead for now. Bidzster then back in the draft. Further back we've got Bradders there behind Will, so just a little, not really too close at the minute. We've got a car upside down. Gummy Bear's upside down. Something major's happened there. Gummy Bear's really upside down. Neil's waiting to rejoin, but Gummy Bear doesn't. I hope he's got a reset button. No, he's had to retire to the pits because he's got no reset button. Gummy Bear is our first retirement of the season, so unlucky for Gummy Bear. First retirement of the season goes to him, but we'll get a replay on what happened to him now. Okay, here's the replay of the action on lap 11 then. So video into turn 1, and then just a little bit of contact with Bradders and goes wide onto the gravel. Just video slow in mid-corner. Bradders couldn't avoid him. Comes back across, stops, and then Gummy Bear has nowhere to go. And then Keith delivers the final hit, which then means that Gummy Bear lands on his roof and then has to retire from the race there on. But video couldn't exactly stop there because his car was going through the gravel. He was braking, but he couldn't stop the car. So no one's fault really, but Gummy Bear retires. And as we come back from that, Johnny McMullen then up to 8th, lapping up to 8th place already. Incredible. Video gets slightly in his way, but remember, Video's got to take his line to a point, then gets out of the way, and that's going to help Bidzster get a bit more of a run on Johnny here. So Bidzster will just use a bit more of the draft, try and get closer, but I think actually Johnny got away with that a bit more than he thought. So Johnny gets ahead, stays ahead then into Paddock Hill Bend. Bidzster trying to close up here, but not having any success. Meanwhile, further back, Neil Farmack and Blakeney then together down through Paddock Hill Bend towards up towards Druids, up the climb, and then into Druids we go. Slightly wide there for Neil Farmack, but Blakeney not close enough to make amends on that anyway. Meanwhile, George is with Bradders. Bradders is just behind him, so George's ahead of Bradders now. So Bradders back to 6th place as they catch up to Johnny Adam to lap him. As he moves to the side, Johnny Adam will move to the outside and let these two go. Straight to the outside, and beautifully done. Lets those two go through and resumes the race. So good to see the new guys coming in playing fair as George makes a mistake. Bradders goes to the inside towards Graham Hill Bend. Bradders gets the move done. Will George go for the cutback? Yes, he is. Gets on the power, but McLaren, begins with an M. McLaren is a very, very hard corner to go side by side round, but they're doing it anyway. Hook is a crap. There's Bradders makes a mistake and takes George off with him. So George goes off. That's what you get for going side by side through that corner. Bradders tried to keep his foot in it. George kept his foot in it, and inevitably someone was going to come off worse in that instance. So George goes off, and Bradders stays ahead. Neil Farmack and Blakeney still close, but no cigar between them two. But Johnny McMullen and Bidzster very close as they come over the line. Still, almost identical lap times. Johnny McMullen 48.4, Bidzster 48.2. really just swapping lap times here. 16 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Johnny goes defensive. Bidzster to the outside. Car goes loose. Up onto the curb right behind him. Still not able to find a way through. Let's have a quick on board from Bidzster here. I'm trying to get on board with Bidzster. There we go. That helps if you press the right camera, doesn't it? There we go. Let's try and get the on. This is a beautiful camera. I wish you could get this camera as a permanent fix, but no, unfortunately you can't. But lovely lines here. Johnny goes a bit twitchy into there. We've got an accident ahead. Johnny Adams spun round. There, but he's okay. He's recovering. But not a good race for Johnny Adam here. Keith might actually be able to pass him here if he can't recover quick enough. As McMullen and Bidzster come up to the traffic. Will's just ahead, so Will will have to watch out for his teammate here. Up the hill we go, and Will's keeping to the inside. Johnny McMullen gets up behind him, and he's holding it up now. Will can't let him through yet. He's got to try and clear the corner yet. He can't really let him through into here. And now he slows up, and Johnny McMullen goes through. Is he going to let Bidzster go through as well? He's not really lifting off for any of them. Into the corner we go, and then he tucks in almost in front of Bidzster and almost loses his teammate time. But Will should have really lifted off a bit more there, I think. So he should have just lifted off a bit more, just to let him just about go through before McLaren, because that would have been safer, especially for his teammate. But Will not wanting to let off and wanting to go for it. Doesn't care who the leaders are, even if it's his teammate. But Will goes off a little bit in the background. Bidzster and Johnny still can't separate from each other. Identical lap times again. Bidzster a little mistake that time though, so that could help Johnny just have a little breather for a bit. Down the hill, nicely done there for Bidzster and Johnny. Back here we've got NRP and Stevie. Stevie trying to catch up to the back of NRP, but both on decent pace, both on almost identical lap times to 10,000th of a second. 48.481, 48.471. Identical lap times almost for NRP and Stevie. Doing what Johnny McMullen and Bidzster are doing, both trumping each other on pace. There's the leaders then. Johnny McMullen makes a little mistake there onto the inside. Bidzster then goes up to behind. Remember, lap 18 of 19 now. Penultimate lap of the race already in this race. It's gone very quickly, but that's because it's been exciting. Down the hill, Bidzster running out of opportunities here. You've got to try and do something. Johnny defends. Bidzster's going to try and go for a bit more of a run here. Right behind him now. Johnny McMullen defends from the inside. Bidzster goes to the outside. Not going for a move, but just trying to set him up for clearways if he can. He can't get to the inside because Johnny already defends it. But that could mean he's slow out the corner if Bidzster can get on the power. Bidzster gets on the power very early, but so does Johnny. Can't do anything. Not many of the battles happening on track at the minute, so we're going to stick with the leaders as they go on to their last lap of the race. Johnny McMullen's held Bidzster off for almost all this race. Can he just survive one more lap? Bidzster gets a very good run through Paddock Hill Bend, goes to the inside. Johnny already has it covered. Bidzster goes to the outside. He's got no other choice but to try and go around the outside of him. Can't do it. Cut back. Can't do it. Johnny McMullen just sits on the racing line. No way through for Bidzster here. Incredible race between these two. Bidzster around Graham Hill Bend with a good run. Johnny McMullen again in the middle of the track. Can't not letting Bidzster have an inch. Into McLaren for the last time. Clearways. Bidzster's last opportunity. McMullen defends the inside. He's got to get a killer run out this corner, or Bidzster's going to have him. Bidzster keeps it tight towards the inside. We're almost going to go side by side, I think, but I think Johnny's just going to get it. Johnny's just going to get this win. Johnny McMullen wins the race from Bidzster. What an epic finish. 85 thousandths of a second over the line or something like that. Really close. NRP's going to be... Oh, NRP's... might not even be third because he's got traffic and he's got a car behind him. Got traffic, I think that's Johnny Adam or someone, I can't tell who it is. He's gone towards the line, slight contact on the outside. The other car almost gets in the way, but it's NRP from Stevie. Johnny Adam almost got in the way of that. And then Bradders is back here in fifth. Remember, a lot of people got lapped in this race, so I think Bradders is actually going to be the last person to finish on the lead lap with George, I think, behind him. So we've got Bradders in fifth, George in sixth, and the rest will be confirmed for you when we get the results in a minute. We'll have to stop it there, guys, because we're going to run out of time. So we'll get those results confirmed for you now, guys, with the points. Okay, guys, here's the results from that then. So Johnny McMullen wins yet another race. Well done to Johnny. It is Bidzster in second place. Very close race between them two all race. NRP in third. Fourth is Stevie. Bradders in fifth. 6th is George. Then 7th is Will, as we just go over the page. 8th is Video. 9th is Blakeney. 10th is Neil Farmack. Johnny Adam in 11th. Keith in 12th. And 13th is Gummy Bear, but he retires from the race, so he'll score no points due to retiring. Okay, and on to the points then. It is Bidzster who is in the lead on 74 points, and it is 62 points for Johnny McMullen in second place, and third is Stevie on 56, 44 and 43 for NRP and Video. Then it's Neil Farmack in 6th on 40, 35 for George, 33 for Blake and Will. Then it is Gummy Bear in 10th on 29, 26 for Bradders, 12th is Keith on 20 points, and 13th is Johnny Adam on 18 points. In the teams, it is Willpower Racing on 107 in the lead from P1 Motorsport, which is the yellow ones you can see by the colours there. Push and Pass Racing 85, and then it is 68 for Destruction Derby Motorsport, and then the Good Old Boys Racing on 60 points. So after all that then, Johnny McMullen is your winner of the race in the white car there. Just going to get a little bit of a better view for you guys. Let's have a look. Here we go. Johnny McMullen is your winner there in the white Ginetta GT4 there. Well done to Johnny McMullen. He wins the race from Bidzster. Very close finish in the end. And we will see you guys next time at Donington Park National for round 2 of this BTCC support race series. Take care, guys.